we'll get you back to the Today Show coming up very soon, but we have active severe weather to talk about right now. A severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of Marathon and the parts of Wood County, and this is in effect until 9 a.m. The storm is capable of producing 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail as well. There's also more storms just off toward the west. We'll show you that coming up in just a little bit. But here's this storm right here. This one, this warning off toward the west, is in effect for Clark County, and that will expire at about 8:30 or so. So we'll pull this further off toward the west. So, and again, a storm capable of quarter-size hail and damaging winds up to around 60 miles an hour and heavy downpours too. Look at all the lightning with this too. So if you're going to be traveling, I would give this a few minutes until it moves through. It will be a very nightmarish situation to be driving through any of this right now. And of course, more storms right behind it. So we'll time this out here for you now. And again, some of these storms will be arriving at around Lindsay by around 8:01. So some of these arriving within the 8 o'clock hour or so in the parts of Portage and the parts of Marathon County. And in fact, I'll step off the screen and getting close to 9 o'clock, Stevens Point will be seeing a storm moving to the east at about 35 to about 40 miles per hour. It's holding its own pretty good with plenty of fuel now for these storms to really tap into, as there's just plenty of dew points levels that are at about 60 to 70 degrees. There's plenty of fuel for really heavy downpours to really take place. Otherwise, though, your hail tracker, though, we've been watching the hail. These storms have really been pulsing. They get strong, they drop the hail, then they kind of get stronger, then weaker again. And the lightning has really showed that at times too. So we're going to be watching this tracking off to the east. It's thankfully in a weakening trend right now, dumping some of its hail, but it could re-intensify yet again as that does begin to move in. So the big picture, what's going on right now too, we do have two clusters of storms and more developing right behind it. That'll be tracking off to the east. And again, it's that severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for parts of Clark, Marathon, and parts of Wood County, though. The Marathon and Wood County storm expiring at about 9 a.m. or so. And we'll be watching that tracking off to the east very quickly with more storms right behind it. So heavy downpour is the biggest threat. I would be watchful for flash flooding too. Yes, the ground can take some of this moisture, but there's plenty of this to really take place. And again, we're watching these warnings right here. This is the worst of the storms right now, so we will be watching that forward. But what's causing all of this? We do have storms right here, this warm front right here that's lifting off toward the north, and this cold front right here that's tracking off to the east as well. So we're going to be watching this tracking off to the east along a cold front, but which will finally move through by Wednesday. Then things will begin to ease up. Now, really the biggest threat is, again, where the warnings are taking place now, a slight risk for severe weather down toward the south now, where we're seeing some of these active warnings now. And again, these are going to be continuing now for the next few days too, till about Wednesday. Then look at this, Thursday all the way through Sunday, more storms possible. But today, we're going to be watching things as things move forward. But for now, we'll send you back to the Today Show.